This issue of transgender women competing in sports has really become the latest issue and hot topic in the cultural wars here in the United States. We have seen Leah Thomas very much become the latest center of that debate, and it's also very much found itself in the political realm as well. We've seen that Jane Timken, for example, who's running for Senate in Ohio, invoked Leah Thomas in an ad calling for trans women to not compete in women's sports. And the conservative angle on this, or their argument, is essentially it's not fair to have trans women who were born as biological males compete against women who were born as biological females. Now, liberals and those who are opposed to not having trans women compete in collegiate sports or sports with other biological females would argue that trans women have to go through a testosterone process, a hormone process, where they essentially get their hormone levels down to where biological females' hormones would be. So there's a big debate on that. But like I said, it's very much coming into this culture war political realm. And this is obviously during a midterm year. And you're seeing Republicans like Jane Timken very much seize on that. I think the question, though, is whether this is a conservative base issue or if this has the potential to appeal to voters outside of the conservative realm. We know that it could very much rile up and energize a lot of cultural conservatives who would normally vote Republican, but we don't know whether it would transcend those lines going into more moderate voters. Democrats, though, are very much pushing back against this, saying not only is it a distraction in a political sense, but that Democrats need to focus on kitchen table issues like the economy, like inflation, like crime. Now, conservatives argue that this is a kitchen table issue, but it's going to be, I think, a debate you're going to see play out in a lot of the Republican primaries going forward. We'll have to see how it plays out in those Republican primaries if it becomes part of a general election message. But we do know from talking to Republicans and Democrats in Washington and around the country, the economy is still going to be that top issue. So it'll be interesting to see how the LGBTQ political community really uses these two issues to push their agenda. We've seen probably America's views on the LGBTQ community in general become more liberal, but at the same time, members of the LGBTQ community would absolutely say there is so much more work to be done.